Hello guys. Welcome back to another amazing fanfic story. Today we're diving into a completely different Naruto universe. A universe where one mysterious object changes Naruto's destiny forever. What if Naruto rebuilt the Uzumaki Empire and became a god? So let's begin. The Fourth Great Ninja War ended differently than anyone expected. Naruto Uzumaki had saved the world, but victory left him with a question that haunted him every night. Who were the Uzumaki? Not the clan history written in dusty books. Not the stories Kushina once told him. The real Uzumaki. The people. The nation. The empire that had vanished from history. One night, while studying ancient scrolls hidden beneath the ruins of Uzumaki, Naruto discovered a forgotten truth. The Uzumaki clan had never truly fallen. Small groups of survivors had scattered across the world, hiding their bloodline and abandoning their name to escape extinction. For the first time, Naruto found a purpose greater than becoming Hokage. He would rebuild the Uzumaki homeland. He would restore the clan. And he would create an empire powerful enough that no one would ever dare attack it again. Years passed. Using alliances forged during the war, Naruto gathered Uzumaki descendants from every nation. Master seal makers. Lost warriors, ancient scholars, refugees carrying fragments of a forgotten legacy. On the ruins of Uzumaki, a new city rose from the sea. Massive crimson towers touched the clouds. Sealing barriers protected entire islands. Floating ports connected every great nation. People began calling it the Crimson Empire. But Naruto refused the title of emperor. Instead, he became the first guardian of Uzumaki. A leader who ruled beside his people. As the empire grew, powerful women from across the world became part of Naruto's inner circle. Not because of fame, not because of power, but because they believed in his dream. Hinata became the heart of the empire, overseeing diplomacy and protecting its citizens. Temari became the grand strategist, commanding military operations and foreign relations. Karen led the sealing research division, reviving ancient Uzumaki techniques thought lost forever. Fu, who survived in this timeline, became the leader of exploration forces that searched the world for forgotten relics. Kuretsuchi strengthened ties between the Earth Nation and the Empire, helping create an age of unprecedented peace. Each woman possessed immense influence. Each shared an unbreakable bond with Naruto. Together they formed the Crimson Council. A legendary group feared and respected across the world. Yet peace never lasts forever. Deep beneath the ocean, an ancient Otsutsuki ruin awakened. Inside slept a celestial weapon capable of erasing entire continents. When enemy nations learned of its existence, a new conflict erupted. The world stood on the brink of another war. Naruto faced the greatest choice of his life. Protect the empire. Or protect the world. The answer came from the people he trusted most. The Crimson Council united every nation under a single banner. For the first time in history, shinobi from every village fought side by side. The final battle lasted 7 days. At its climax, Naruto unleashed the ultimate Uzumaki technique. The eternal sealing creation. Instead of destroying the weapon, he transformed it into an endless source of energy for the world. The age of war ended. Decades later, historians would write. The first Hokage built a village. The sixth Hokage protected a nation. But Naruto Uzumaki rebuilt a civilization. 5 years after the rebirth of Uzumaki, the world had changed. What had once been a collection of ruins in the middle of the sea had become the fastest growing nation in history. The Crimson Empire. Its red towers could be seen from miles away. Its ships crossed every ocean. Its sealing technology surpassed anything the 5 great nations possessed. And at the center of it all stood Naruto Uzumaki. Yet prosperity brought new dangers. Inside the Grand Council chamber, Naruto stared at a massive map glowing with thousands of seals. The Crimson Council sat around him. Hinata, Temari, Karen, Fu, Kuretsuchi. The women who had helped build the empire from nothing. Each represented a different part of Naruto's dream. But today, their faces carried concern. Karen slammed a scroll onto the table. We found another one. The room fell silent. Naruto's eyes narrowed. Another what? Karen activated the scroll. A three-dimensional image appeared above the table. An enormous structure hidden beneath the ocean floor. Ancient. Black. Covered in symbols no one could read. Fu's usually cheerful expression disappeared. That's the fourth ruin this year. Tamari crossed her arms. Someone is activating them. Kuretsuchi nodded. And they're all connected. The glowing map shifted. Lines of purple energy linked every discovered ruin across the world. Together they formed a massive seal. A seal surrounding the entire planet. For the first time in years, Naruto felt uneasy. Who could create something on this scale? Before anyone could answer, alarms erupted throughout the city. Boom. The entire chamber shook. Outside the window, citizens pointed toward the horizon. Dark clouds twisted above the ocean. Lightning flashed. A giant vortex formed in the sky. And from its center emerged something impossible. A floating fortress. Ancient metal covered in Otsutsuki symbols. The structure was larger than a mountain. Its presence alone caused the ocean below to tremble. Thousands of shinobi rushed to battle stations. Naruto stepped onto the balcony. The Empire's citizens looked up at him. Waiting. Trusting. Believing. The same way Konoha once had. Naruto took a deep breath. Then entered Six Paths Sage mode. Golden chakra erupted across the city. Cheers exploded from below. Hope returned instantly. Because as long as Naruto stood before them, they believed nothing could defeat them. But inside the fortress, a pair of pale eyes opened. Ancient eyes. Cold eyes. Otsutsuki eyes. A voice echoed through the darkness. So this is the world Kagaya failed to harvest. The figure rose from a crystal throne. For thousands of years he had slept. Waiting. Watching. Preparing. Now his gaze settled upon the shining Crimson Empire. And upon the blonde guardian standing at its center. Interesting. A faint smile appeared. Naruto Uzumaki. Let us see if your empire can survive the gods. Far below, Naruto suddenly felt it. A pressure unlike anything he had experienced before. Stronger than Madara. Stronger than Kagaya. Stronger than any enemy in history. The sky darkened. The ocean roared. And for the first time since the Fourth Great Ninja War, Naruto realized peace was about to end. The skies above the Crimson Empire turned black. Not with storm clouds. Not with rain. But with chakra. A pressure so immense spread across the ocean that even veteran shinobi struggled to breathe. The floating Otsutsuki fortress hung above the sea like a second moon. Silent. Watching. Waiting. Naruto stood atop the highest tower of Uzushiogakure, his cloak fluttering violently in the wind. Below him, thousands of citizens evacuated toward underground shelters. For years he had built this nation. For years he had protected these people. He would not allow anyone to destroy it. Not even a god. Inside the fortress, a massive gate slowly opened. Golden light poured out. Then a figure stepped forward. Tall. White-haired. Pale skin. A black cloak covered in ancient symbols. Two glowing Rinnegan stared down at the world. The ocean itself seemed to tremble beneath his gaze. Naruto instantly understood. This wasn't an ordinary Otsutsuki. This was royalty. The stranger floated into the sky. His voice echoed across the entire empire. I am Otsutsuki Shibara, heir of the celestial dynasty. Ruler of 1,000 harvested worlds. Every shinobi listening felt fear crawl down their spine. Naruto didn't move. Didn't flinch. Didn't bow. Shibara noticed. A smile appeared. So you're the child who inherited Kagaya's failure. Naruto's eyes narrowed. You came a long way just to talk. For a moment the world became silent. Then Shibara laughed. A genuine laugh. The kind a predator gives before a hunt. Good. You're not boring. The next second he disappeared. Boom. The tower beneath Naruto exploded. A shockwave shattered windows throughout the city. Naruto barely crossed his arms in time. The impact launched him several kilometers through the air. Every citizen watched in horror. One punch. Just one. And Naruto had been sent flying. Naruto stopped himself above the ocean. His arms burned. His bones ached. He had not felt pain like this since fighting Kagaya. Then Shibara appeared directly in front of him. Another punch. Naruto blocked. The sea beneath them exploded. A crater hundreds of meters deep formed instantly. The battle had begun. Far below, the Crimson Council watched from the command center. Hinata activated her Byakugan. Her face immediately paled. Impossible. Tamari looked over. What is it? Hinata's voice trembled. His chakra. There's no end to it. Silence filled the room. Karen clenched her fists. For the first time since the Empire's creation, doubt entered their hearts. Meanwhile, high above the ocean, Naruto transformed. Golden chakra erupted around him. Truth-seeking orbs appeared behind his back. Six Paths Sage Mode. The power that once defeated gods. The ocean glowed beneath him. Shibara merely looked curious. Interesting. Naruto vanished. Thousands of Rasengan exploded across the sky. Shockwaves shook the horizon. Entire clouds were erased. Yet when the light faded, Shibara remained standing. Not a scratch on him. Naruto froze. That attack could have leveled a nation. Shibara looked down at his sleeve. A tiny tear. No bigger than a grain of rice. The Otsutsuki smiled. Excellent. Then his smile disappeared. So now it's my turn. He raised one finger. The sky cracked. Not metaphorically. Actually cracked. Purple fractures spread across the heavens like broken glass. Every shinobi in the Empire looked upward in terror. Something was coming through. Something enormous. Something alive. From the crack emerged the eye of a colossal creature. An ancient beast larger than mountains. A creature that existed in the void between dimensions. Even Kurama fell silent inside Naruto. For the first time in centuries, the Nine Tails felt fear. Naruto stared upward, realizing the truth. Shibara hadn't come alone. He had brought an army capable of conquering worlds. And Earth was next. The giant eye in the sky opened completely. For a moment, the world stopped. The oceans grew silent. The winds vanished. Even the clouds froze in place. Every shinobi across the planet looked upward. Fear spread like wildfire. Because deep inside their instincts, they understood one thing. Something unnatural had arrived. Something that did not belong in their world. Then the sky shattered. Craack. Purple lightning exploded across the heavens. A colossal arm emerged from the dimensional rift. Then another. Then another. The creature forced its way into reality. Naruto watched in horror. The beast was larger than an entire mountain range. Its body resembled a twisted combination of a 10 tails and an ancient sea monster. Hundreds of eyes covered its flesh. Black tentacles stretched across the sky. Each movement distorted space itself. Below, citizens began panicking. Even veteran shinobi struggled to remain calm. Kurama's voice echoed inside Naruto's mind. Kid. Naruto immediately noticed the fear in the Nine Tails voice. Kurama never showed fear. Not even against Madara. Not even against Kagaya. But now, this thing is dangerous. Naruto clenched his fists. I know. Far away, floating above the ocean, Otsutsuki Shibara observed everything calmly. As if he were watching an insect struggle against a storm. This is merely a scout. Naruto's eyes widened. A scout. Shibara nodded. The weakest of the celestial beasts. Silence followed. Then anger erupted inside Naruto. The weakest. This monster alone could destroy continents. What kind of empire commanded creatures like this? Naruto's chakra exploded. Golden light illuminated the horizon. The ocean shook beneath him. If that's your weakest. His eyes blazed. Then I'll start with it. Boom. Naruto launched himself toward the beast. The sky cracked behind him. Thousands of shadow clones appeared instantly. An entire golden army filled the heavens. Millions of Rasengan formed simultaneously. The largest attack Naruto had ever created. The celestial beast roared. Its scream shattered islands. Yet Naruto continued forward. Uzumaki celestial barrage. The attack struck. The world disappeared inside an ocean of golden light. For several seconds, nobody could see anything. Then the explosion reached the horizon. Entire clouds vanished. The sea split apart. Shockwaves traveled across nations. Inside the command center, Hinata and the others stared at the screens. Nobody spoke. Nobody breathed. Finally, the light faded. The beast remained standing. Damaged. Bleeding. But alive. The room fell silent. Naruto froze. That attack should have killed almost anything. Yet the monster survived. Then something worse happened. Its wounds began healing. Instantly. Every injury disappeared before their eyes. Shibara smiled. Now you understand. The celestial beasts cannot be defeated by strength. Naruto looked up. The giant creature's eyes suddenly focused on Uzumaki. Not him. The city. The people. His empire. The beast opened its mouth. A sphere of purple energy began forming. Larger. And larger. And larger. Until it dwarfed mountains. Kurama's voice thundered inside Naruto's mind. Stop it now. Naruto's heart skipped a beat. He knew exactly what that attack was. A tailed beast bomb. Except this one was thousands of times stronger. If it fired, the Crimson Empire would cease to exist. Millions would die. Naruto immediately flew forward. But he was too far away. The attack was already complete. The celestial beast fired. A beam of destruction tore across the sky. Straight toward Uzumaki. And for the first time since becoming the guardian of the Uzumaki Empire, Naruto realized he might not be able to save everyone. The purple beam raced across the sky. Its light swallowed the horizon. Everything in its path vanished. Clouds, mountains, even space itself seemed to distort. Millions of people inside Uzumaki watched in terror. Some prayed, some cried, some simply stared. The end had come. Far above the city, Naruto pushed his speed to the absolute limit. But it wasn't enough. The attack was too close. Too fast. Too powerful. For the first time since becoming the guardian of the Empire, Naruto was late. Then something happened. A voice echoed through his soul. Ancient. Powerful. Familiar. Will you allow our home to fall again? Naruto froze. The voice wasn't Kurama's. It wasn't Hagoromo's. It came from somewhere deeper. From his blood. The world around him suddenly vanished. Naruto found himself standing inside a vast crimson temple. Countless chains stretched across an endless sky. At the center stood an elderly woman with long red hair. Her eyes glowed like burning suns. Naruto immediately recognized her. Not from memory. From instinct. An Uzumaki. One of the founders. The first matriarch. The woman smiled. The blood of our clan has slept long enough. Outside, the beam continued approaching the city. Inside the spiritual realm, time stood still. Naruto clenched his fists. Who are you? The woman placed a hand over his heart. I am Uzumaki Akane, the first ruler of Uzumaki. And your ancestor. Suddenly, thousands of memories flooded Naruto's mind. Ancient battles. Lost kingdoms. Forgotten techniques. The true history of the Uzumaki clan. They had never been merely seal masters. They had been guardians. Protectors of reality itself. Their chains weren't ordinary chakra constructs. They were weapons capable of binding gods. Akane's eyes narrowed. The Otsutsuki fear our bloodline for a reason. The Crimson Temple shook violently. The beam was seconds away from impact. Naruto looked at her. What do I do? The first matriarch smiled. Awaken. Boom. Reality returned. Every citizen looked up. The purple beam was almost upon them. Then Naruto stopped moving. Completely. His eyes closed. The world held its breath. And then, his chakra changed. Golden light vanished. In its place erupted a deep crimson aura. Ancient symbols spread across his body. His whisker marks darkened. His cloak transformed into flowing red armor covered in sealing runes. The ocean exploded beneath him. Across the empire, every Uzumaki descendant suddenly felt their blood react. Every seal in the nation began glowing. The sky itself turned crimson. Even Shibara's smile disappeared. For the first time, the Otsutsuki looked surprised. Impossible. Naruto slowly opened his eyes. Ancient red patterns glowed within them. The legendary power had awakened. The primordial Uzumaki state. Without speaking a word, Naruto raised one hand. Thousands of colossal crimson chains erupted from the ocean. Not dozens. Not hundreds. Thousands. They wrapped around the incoming beam. The attack stopped. The entire world stared in disbelief. Then Naruto clenched his fist. Crack. The beam shattered. Like glass. The impossible attack broke apart into harmless particles of light. Cheers erupted across Uzushiogakure. People fell to their knees. Some cried with relief. Others shouted Naruto's name. But Naruto wasn't looking at them. His gaze remained fixed on Shibara. The Otsutsuki heir. The invader. The threat to everything he had built. For the first time since arriving on Earth, Shibara no longer looked amused. He looked cautious. Then the celestial beast roared. The giant monster lunged toward the city. Naruto vanished. A crimson flash crossed the sky. The beast froze. Silence followed. Then a glowing red line appeared across its body. The creature's eyes widened. A second later, the mountain-sized monster split in half. One strike. One movement. One attack. The first celestial beast had fallen. Across the battlefield, every shinobi stood speechless. Meanwhile, deep inside the dimensional rift above Earth, hundreds of glowing eyes opened. Watching. Waiting. Ancient beings stirred from their slumber. The death of the celestial beast had sent a signal. And now, the true Otsutsuki Empire knew Naruto Uzumaki existed. To be continued. Part 2. The Otsutsuki Emperor awakens, the Crimson Council joins the battlefield, and Naruto discovers that Earth is only one world among thousands targeted for conquest.